I just stood before you for 10 seconds. In that 10 seconds, 4 children under the age of 5 died from a preventable disease. That's 21,000 children a day. Now imagine, a 2-year-old boy. Perhaps he made the mistake of drinking out of a dirty glass, or he just simply shook somebody's hands, or he didn't wash after leaving a restroom. Then he woke up with a fever, congestion. His muscles ached. The next day, his legs were weak, and his legs gave out from underneath him. After his fever was gone, he couldn't walk. Nobody in his hometown knew what was wrong. So they took him to the city. After tests, it was confirmed he had polio. This was August 23rd, 1991, the last case of polio in the Western Hemisphere. This all happened 6 years after Rotary International started the Polio Plus campaign. Today, we have only 3 endemic countries left: Afghanistan, Pakistan, and Nigeria. And to date, there have been reported 306 cases of polio in the world. Last year at the same time, 347. 6 this year in Nigeria. Last year, 50. 21 in Afghanistan. Last year, 9. 260 in Pakistan, and last year, 64. In order to eradicate polio, we must eradicate polio in these 3 endemic countries, because all polio cases can be traced back to either Pakistan, Afghanistan, or Nigeria. We are this close to eradicating polio. A job so big that nobody ever gave Rotary a chance to succeed. We, you and I, have rid 99% of the world of this dreaded polio virus. Every single member of Rotary knows that Rotary's #1 priority is polio eradication. We talk about it. We promote it in our club meetings and at our conferences, and we consistently fundraise. Neither Rotary nor its members will take on another major challenge until we finish the job with polio. Your challenge is to tell your stories, to talk about how you change people's lives, both young and old, and how you improve the quality of life. What will your story be? Working with common goals, you can make a difference. No job can be too little nor too big. And with the quality of people sitting in this room today, anything you set out to accomplish will be done. Attitude is 90%. Commitment, though, will get us there. People want to be associated with success. And as you become more and more successful, others will want to be part of your mission. But like any other organization, Rotary needs good leaders. Good leaders that don't try to do everything on their own. Harold Thomas, a past president of Rotary International, said, "I am only one, but I am one. I cannot do everything, but I can do something, and therefore, let me do what I can." By being here today, you are showing everyone that you are leaders. But let's not forget, all Rotarians are leaders. Then, what is a leader? Well, Donald Trump was asked this question, and he simply said, "I don't know, but I do know a leader when I see one. So to my mind, leaders must be willing to do everything they ask of their followers and more. They must go that extra mile. They must work harder. They must concentrate longer. And if necessary, they must carry that extra burden. They must be sincere. They must have high ethical standards. They must be humble. And most importantly, they must be themselves. Leaders got to be leaders because of who they are and what they've done. In the final analysis, it's up to us, you and me, our clubs, our districts, our zones, Rotary International. We must consider what needs to be changed to better enable Rotarians to deliver and then make Rotary the best it can be. Did you hear me say, consider what needs to be changed? Paul Harris said, if Rotary is to reach proper destiny, it must be evolutionary at times and revolutionary on occasion. Rotary has existed for over 109 years, so it's safe to say that we have evolved over time. But are we evolving to grow bigger, wiser, and stronger? Or are we stuck in that let's do it the same old way syndrome? And are we revolutionary? As you probably know, Rotary loves to conduct surveys. But lately, the surveys are telling us that in order for Rotary to survive, we must change. But Rotarians fear losing their traditions, and sometimes our rigid policies make Rotary less appealing to many of our prospects and even to our own members. Case in point, in a survey, 4 out of 10 never heard of us, 4 out of 10 knew us in name only, and 2 out of 10 had some familiarity with Rotary. This was a clear indication we had some real problems identifying ourselves. Well, if we can't identify ourselves, how can we possibly attract new members? Branding. But is our logo really recognizable? We have complicated ourselves by having 59 trade names, 29 different logos, 16 logos without the rotary wheel, a new theme each year, and we don't have a consistent message. Our new branding efforts should help non-Rotarians identify us. But what we do need are new ideas, new approaches, new methods, and new ways of doing things. This is what Rotary needs to attract a diverse cross-section of people. Have you heard Rotarians say, we need more women, we need younger people, and we need to be more diverse? Well, this is all true, but in the end, what Rotary really needs are more qualified men and more qualified women. Rotary clubs form because like-minded people band together to develop committed relationships. Though they can do significant projects, they need to do these projects in their communities and, of course, elsewhere. This is Rotary, and we haven't changed in 109 years, but the world around us has changed. The question then is, have our clubs changed? In your club, you have friends, you fill needs, and you have fun. But what about the struggling clubs that don't attract new members, fail to get their members engaged, and have those cherished traditions that alienate prospective members? What about sponsor clubs that fail to form inspiring relationships that motivate inner actors and rotor actors to stay in the Rotary family? Strong clubs allow all of us to enhance our public image. Strong clubs have humanitarian projects, and strong clubs attract public interest and attention. These strong clubs provide an environment where members enjoy friendship and a shared purpose. And a strong club engages all of its members. How is your club performing? In the end, the quality of our clubs must be consistent, and then our message must be even more so. Is your club strong? Is your club vibrant? Is your club the focal point of your community? Or is your club struggling? Or perhaps you don't even know. Are you diverse? Are your meetings fun? Are your speakers exciting? And is your membership increasing or decreasing? Well, we also need to get into our communities and brag about Rotary. We need to inform people about all the good things that we do. We need to wear our pin every day because it says that we are proud to be a Rotarian. I'm proud to be a Rotarian, and I wear a pin that says, I am Rotary proud. If you're proud to be a Rotarian, see me tonight and I'll give you one of these pins. But Rotary has a bright future. So Rotary must continue to encourage clubs to make membership a priority. Your clubs must be committed to increase its membership base. In North America, we lose more members every year than we take in. We lose over 100,000 a year. Now, if your business was losing customers year after year after year, where do you suppose your business would end up? Keep in mind, Rotary still has sufficient prestige and name to attract people. And secondly, people are leaving clubs because they do not receive sufficient value or benefits that justify their expense of time and money. Again, clearly, the old model of Rotary is not relevant to those that we're trying to attract. Every member joins for a reason, to get or accomplish something. Members will only stay if their purpose is achieved. Members must be fully trained before and after induction, and then immediately engaged in the club activities. And finally, the clubs must constantly reevaluate themselves. And it's our duty as Rotary leaders to find out why members are in our club, and then make sure we provide them with what they need, not what we need. It's a proven fact that involved Rotarians will stay in your club. They want to be active and be part of something special. That's why they joined. I have yet to see a club that has a hands-on service project that has a membership problem. So, what is our problem? When we check, we see that we're losing about 12% of our members, and this retention number is increasing yearly. So our primary objective is to reverse this long-term membership slide by increasing membership retention. And in the end, Rotary will grow only if we make significant improvements in the retention of current members. Retention is vital to membership growth. Although this membership challenge is great, the rewards are even greater. There really is no excuse for us not taking on the challenges of increasing membership in every single club. And you can be the lightning rod that distills in your Rotarians the need to bring in a new member. Membership is everybody's responsibility. And one of the major attractions to join Rotary is our Rotary Foundation. It's the greatest foundation in the world. But we still have a long way to go to solve the world's problems. 2.5 billion, or 37% of the world's population, don't have access to adequate sanitation. Unsafe water, lack of sanitation, and poor hygiene have claimed the lives of more than 800,000 children under 5 every year. 1/3 of the world's population, urban population, live in slum conditions. And 2.5 million people are forced into labor as a result of trafficking. In the final analysis, membership and the Rotary Foundation are linked to each other. As we attract and engage all our members, humanitarian projects and giving increases. Rotarians that are in Rotary from 1 to 2 years, on average, contribute less than $50 a year to the foundation. But Rotarians that have been in Rotary over 10 years, on average, contribute almost 3 times that amount. New members and retention of our current members help us grow in size and giving. And in the end, attracting and engaging both new and current Rotarians will not only benefit clubs, but will help us continue our humanitarian efforts in communities around the world. Now, where do we go from here? Well, logically, if what I just said makes any sense at all, the next step would be implementation of what you deem appropriate. But make sure to strive to be the best leader you can be and strengthen others to follow in your footsteps. Continue our commitment we have made to the children of the world that polio will be eradicated. Commit to make sure that all your club members realize that membership is everybody's responsibility. And finally, be proud that you are a Rotarian. As Albert Einstein said, only a life lived for others is a life worthwhile. Each person here today can make it happen. Helen Keller said, alone we can do so little, together we can do so much. Gracias, señoras y señores, amigos todos. Sharon y yo estamos muy agradecidos de estar en su instituto.